Daniel Ricciardo is still without a seat in F1 next year with Oscar Piastri replacing him. Daniel Ricciardo has explained his two realistic options for next year, with the Aussie F1 driver not keen on a move to a different motorsport discipline. Seats are running out on next year's F1 grid, with Alpine, AlphaTauri, Williams, and Haas the only potential options. Pierre Gasly has been tipped to leave AlphaTauri for Alpine, while Nick de Vries is also set to gain a seat, having impressed this year as a reserve driver. Mick Schumacher's future remains uncertain at Haas too, while the likes of Nico Hülkenberg and Antonio Giovinazzi are also said to be in the mix for a seat next year. That gives Ricciardo a limited amount of time to secure a seat for next year, after it was confirmed earlier this summer that McLaren would be replacing him with Piastri. And the former Red Bull driver has confirmed his representatives are talking to practically all teams on the grid to try and fork out a deal. My team is talking with, I want to say, pretty much everyone. They are having conversations, he told the Daily Mail. It's been suggested that Ricciardo may well have to settle for a reserve driver role. Another potential option for Ricciardo would be to leave F1 altogether and drive in another discipline such as NASCAR or the IndyCar Series. But the 33-year-old insists his goal is to remain in F1 and will only consider a seat in the sport or just take a reserve role. That's the two, I would say, realistic options. Like it's not to be anywhere else, he added. I love other disciplines of motorsport, but I don't see myself there, at least. I feel as well, if I jump into something like that, it closes the door in F1. It would feel like I've checked out, and I haven't. I am still keen to be part of F1. Of course, Plan A would be on the grid, so nothing's changed, but I don't want to just jump at the first seat available. I know the landscape has probably changed as well at the end of next year with contracts or whatever, so I'm remaining open. I know that if I choose to take a reserve role or not race next year, nothing's guaranteed. So that comes at a risk, but that's what we are weighing up. At this stage, especially with a top team, there are no guarantees. What fighting at the front does, when you've had that taste, it's real. That's ultimately where I want to be. I guess I don't want to just race to race. I want to race with a true belief and understanding that I could be back on the podium